Here at the Age Lab, we've started a new program called Home Logistics. Imagine the home not simply as a place, but as a platform of services. Services that keep the young connected, middle-aged people having convenience, and eventually providing care for older adults. How the Internet of Things collide with the on-demand economy to have logistical systems delivered to you so that your food is on demand, your laundry is done, people come to fix the home, even simply changing the light bulb. But can you imagine a home that proactively also cares for you, that can tell whether your gate has changed and therefore predicts the possibility of a fall, that allows family members to check in to make sure you're okay without intruding on your dignity, let alone your privacy? A checkup a day now becomes possible. The maintenance of the home is done remotely. I want you to start to imagine a home that is not just smart, but provides a platform for living at any age. So we are working with on-demand companies, logistics companies, certainly IT, to start to rethink whether it's a micro apartment unit, whether it's a condominium, or a home worldwide, to transform the home from simply a place into a platform for life tomorrow. In part of Home Logistics, but in Provide of Life Tomorrow, there will come a time when you will either be a caregiver or a care recipient. So we are working to create the largest database and panel of caregivers worldwide. We envision thousands of homes to be our new living laboratory, to be able to understand those micro moments, those tasks, what technologies will make it possible not just to live longer, but to live and care better. Because our mission is not just simply studying old age. Here at MIT, we want to translate ideas into the laboratory into innovations in the living room. The idea here is to how to live better in all those longer years that we've gained over the last 100. So the home as platform, or as we like to say here, home logistics, is about the convergence of at least three things. The first, which many of us here at MIT have been excited about for years, is the home is getting smarter. We now have sensors throughout the home that can monitor, manage, and motivate nearly every behavior that you have. But it's not just about the sensors. It's about the new demands. People either working at home more, providing care, or the real reality that around the world, the fastest growing household out there, particularly in developed economies, are households of one. Think about this. Cities as great as Paris, Brussels, Oslo, Munich have more families, shall we say, or more households rather, of one than they do of 2, 3, and 4. How do you support that individual living alone, which, by the way, is most likely to look like an older woman over age 60? So it's not just about the sensors and the individual, it's the on-demand economy. Perhaps made for millennials and young people to have things delivered and make it easy and fun and the like. It is now creating a virtual assisted living to enable you to live longer in your own home. In fact, the new leader in senior housing may not be senior housing where the facility is providing care, but the new senior housing may be a senior housing company that provides pipelines of services into the home you live in now to eventually maybe have you move out when the time comes. The fact of the matter is, around the world we find one thing, but particularly strong in industrialized countries. The number one place people choose to live in retirement is not necessarily a beach, not a golf course, and certainly not with their children, but rather to age in place, to live in the home where they made their marriage, their mortgage, and their memories. Home logistics is about taking the convergence of that desire, the intelligence of sensors and technologies and communications, with the on-demand economy to make that home a place to live for life. So I want you to imagine the following. We did a study here that showed that if you use the on-demand economy and smart technologies to have food delivered, so whether it's any of the branded meal services that come to the home or even food in a kit, and you used any of the on-demand car services that are out there, Life by App and Life by Tap, to provide your transportation, getting your laundry done by other on-demand services, or frankly having your refrigerator send a note saying it needs food to be delivered to the refrigerator. All those services combined, at least here in the Boston area as a thought experiment, we found, believe it or not, it was cheaper to have those services brought to the home of an older adult and provide the transportation and getting out and all the things that go with life cheaper than it was to live in assisted living. And it got even cheaper as the demands went up. So the practicality of this is that many people in youth are living a virtual assisted living because of convenience and the cool factor. These new technologies that are going to detect how my health is changing before I get sick, how my walk is changing before I fall, and how I've run out of ice cream before I noticed it and get it refilled, is something that is providing a change in our lives from our youth all the way to our older age.